Archangel Michael says, I've personally removed a major block from your path today. You're about to see a reward for your struggles, a reward so big, it might surprise you. Don't skip this. They don't say it out loud, but it's true. They lost. People who bet on your downfall have nothing more to say. Their small talk died down, their plans fell apart, and their fire turned into sighs of exhaustion. To get you, they used every trick, weapon, and sneaky move they could think of. It's clear what happened, though. Picked one, it's done. The bad times are over. You won't have to deal with that again. Take a look, take a deep breath. It's not as quiet as it was when you were fighting. It wasn't so quiet that you were afraid you would get. This quiet is different. It's the calm that you feel when something really ends. They feel uneasy when they know they no longer have control over you because of this kind of silence. They don't like seeing you stand strong after everything they did to you. Don't forget that they are watching. In the shadows, they look, ask around, check online, and keep an eye on things. They want to know how you're still here. They want to know how you're not only standing, but also stronger than ever after everything. They are upset because they thought your story would end in a different way. They saw you hurt, alone, and forgotten. But the opposite took place. You're still here, picked one. And the pattern that kept happening over and over has finally broken. Let me stop and say thank you before I go on. You're here listening right now because you're a part of something bigger. These people from all over the world have been chosen to carry out this mission and share their voice. Please like and subscribe if this speaks to you. This will make our chain stronger. Every click, every follow, and every share. That's how we keep this truth alive and make sure that no one on the journey doesn't feel alone. Let's get back to what's important. The big change has already taken place. You were looking forward to this ending because you knew it would give you peace of mind and closure. It's right here. That door slammed shut. It's closed for good. The universe made room for you, marked the exit, and begun a new story with your name on it. Even if they yell, the people, the old habits, and the pain can't take you back to the things you've grown past. Feel it, that strange peace. It's not being weak, it's being strong. After a war, the battlefield doesn't look anything like it did before. You are not tied down by chains. No playing the same painful sound over and over again. The script has been changed, and you are no longer stuck in the part they were trying to keep you in. People who are against you can't stand this. That the ending they wanted didn't happen. They worked really hard to keep you stuck, but now you're starting something new. They are left with doubts and issues, while you carry the quiet strength of someone who has finally been set free. The big news is here. That won't have to happen to you ever again. Not because you won't face challenges again, but because that part of your life is over for good. It got the job done. There was something you learned. It showed how tough you were. It made you stronger. The job is now done. Done. You don't have to go through it again, relive it, or repeat it. There is no longer any weight, and the doors to the future are wide open. So, chosen one, stand tall. Take a deep breath in. Feel the difference. Because your story will go in a different direction from now on. The worst is over, and the best is on the way. Excellent work. It's done. That won't happen to you again. Now, chosen ones will go deeper. You've now reached the hardest part. Also, the win is already yours. It's really powerful to know why it's over and why you'll never have to go through that cycle again. It's not just about things ending. It's about being clear. And I promise that you'll feel that change inside you by the end of this message. You'll know you're a chosen one if you can read the signs. You'll feel the pull, and you'll know in your heart that this is the time for you. I need you to do something before we go on. Leave a comment below that says, "It's done." That one action is more than just interesting if you're ready to end the old season for good. It tells you and everyone else watching that you're free from the things that tried to break you in the past. Before you do that, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay in touch, because this is just the start for those who have been chosen. Take a deep breath, stand tall, and let's do this together. Now let's begin. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community, seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. First, the chains that were meant to break you are now rusty and dead. They thought they could lock you up in that cage for all time, but the lock broke. The key is lost, and the cage is no longer together. You will never be held by the same thing again. Let's be honest. Their goal was to beat you over and over again. No, they meant to mess up your life, a sad merry-go-round that you couldn't get off of. Each time you were lied to, each time your heart broke, and each time you failed. It wasn't just happened. There was a plan. They wanted you to spin in the same amount of pain until you passed out. That's what the plan was. That was the ring. But here is the harsh truth. They don't want to know that the cycle is over. It was over as soon as you stopped giving in to it. They no longer have anything new to say. You've already seen their most dangerous shots and weapons. They hit you hard, but you're still here. That means that the system that tried to hurt you is no longer working. You've probably, why does this keep happening to me? That is how the bad guy gets inside your head. They made you feel like you were cursed and would have to go through the same pain again and again with different people. For every partner, there is a betrayal. For every job, there is sabotage. For every friend, there is a knife in the back. That wasn't a bad thing. That was meant to happen. There is no new darkness, it only recycles. It was a good sign that you were a threat, because it kept coming back into your life. But things changed after this. Cycles only help people who are still hurt. Loops only happen again and again if you can't figure them out. The pattern starts to choke on itself when you wake up and refuse to give in. And that's exactly what took place with you. You didn't just make it through the heat. You made it through. You drained the fire of its power by not letting it burn you. Take a look. How many times did they think you'd give up? How many times did they think you would never wake up? The enemy thought their own cycle was true, but they didn't know how strong you were. They forgot that people who have been chosen have a different kind of strength. The kind that stays put even when it hurts. The kind that gets strong even when they are totally worn out. The kind that makes pain into fuel. That's why the cycle is over. There was no reason for a break. You deprived it, so it broke. You didn't want to keep giving it your fear, hopelessness, and surrender. And now it has no power. You couldn't be held by those chains because they are rusty and broken. They wouldn't lock even if they tried to put them back on you. They are no longer alive. The enemy is also very angry because bikes are their favorite weapon. Why? They don't have to come up with anything new. In other words, they just change the look of the same wonder trigger. It costs little. It's not very smart, but it works for most people. No longer on you. It's no longer dangerous. They no longer have an easy trick to use. Now they have to face the truth, which they don't like. The poison can't be used twice. This part will really hurt them. Those who survive get immunity. Yes, that is true. You can't be fooled by the same game again. After going through the worst, it looks like a shot. Your body knows how to fight it after having done so before. The map is in your spirit. You can see the danger signs before they happen. Someone is lying to you before it even gets cooked. Before it even gets to your door, you can feel the sabotage. You're safe. The thing that scares your enemies is immunity, because it means that the old tricks won't work. That means you can no longer use the weapon that used to break you down. You'd be fine in the same storm the next day. They could send you the same lie, and you wouldn't pay attention to it. If you had the same losses, you would rebuild right away. That makes them angry. They don't like how what used to hurt you doesn't even bother you now. Let's answer the question that's on your mind right now. Will it ever happen again? It's not true. Not like before. The deal doesn't work. The cycle is over. You can't be broken again because what tried to do that has already been done. It lost its power because of you. It ran its course until it had nothing left, and a bike is dead for good when it runs out of gas. Know this. Not only did you make it through the storm, you shut down the system that caused it. You have not only made it through the nightmare, but you have also worn out the machine that made it. That's why you'll never have to deal with that kind of darkness again. It doesn't work right. The gears are worn down. The engine is broken. It won't move. So, let the enemy just sit there and watch. Let them think about how badly they did. It was meant to bury you, but all it did was show how strong you were. They are now choked to death every time they see you smile, hear your name, or see that you're still standing. That's the win. That's your defense. That's what you got back. Chosen one, be proud of this truth. The chains are rusty. It's over for now. Your enemies will only feel bad about what they did. Excellent work. That won't happen to you ever again. Second, the deal that your pain made with you has been broken for good. They thought they had a deal with you that would keep you unhappy for life. but the papers have been burned. The ink has run out, and the deal is no longer valid. What used to try to take over your peace has been kicked out for good. To be clear, pain was never to last a long time. It acts like it goes on forever. You feel stuck in it. But this is the truth. There are rules for every kind of pain. A start date, a job, and an end date. It was always there. Even if you didn't see the fine print and picked one, the due date has passed. The agreement is over. Take a look. There were rules to every hard time you went through. Each betrayal had its limits. Every loss, every night of sleeplessness, and every crushing letdown. Not a single one of them was vague. They knew their limits. But it didn't feel that way when you were going through it. It sawed on forever. Forever, it felt like. It seemed like life had been changed into a terrible nightmare. That's the lie that pain tells. This will never end. But never ending was never an option. Picture a courtroom that you couldn't see. When no one was around, pain tried to show itself as your permanent sentence. It turned in paperwork, gathered proof, and made its case. Every time you cried yourself to sleep or said, "I can't take this anymore," it made the file stronger. But there's a catch. It never had too much power. When you understood the lessons and became a stronger, smarter, and more stable person, the gavel suddenly dropped. Case thrown out. Pain that says it will never end is the most dangerous lie it tells. The most important truth you now carry is that it did happen. That's why you feel different now. That strange weight is gone from your shoulders. You can't explain that quiet shift. That's the deal falling apart. That's a stamp and seal on your freedom. You didn't just make it through the pain. You lived past it. The old contract can't touch you again now that you broke it. Do you ever wonder why it went on for so long? Why did it keep going? The answer is hard, but it sets you free. You can't rush through some lessons. You can't get stronger in a microwave. Getting wise takes time. Some parts of you had to be shaped by the fire. It takes time to do that. The pain stayed because the job wasn't done yet, not because you were weak. But once it was, when you wore the strength and the wisdom, the contract had no reason to exist anymore. Think of a landlord who rents out stress. They let it live in your house, think about you, and sleep in your bed. But you only pay rent for a season, and when the timer runs out, an eviction notice is sent. That is what took place. You were in pain for too long, but it didn't own you. The lease was up. The locks were changed. The enemy was told by the universe, "You no longer have access here." This makes them very angry, because pain was their favorite way to control people. They thought it would make you weaker until you broke. It was their goal for you to break or repent and give up before the end. You didn't, though. You didn't stop. You crawled through nights that most people would have died in. It felt better to stop breathing. You didn't, and because you didn't give up, you lived long enough to see the truth that no one talks about. Pain always comes to an end. Your pain didn't last past your death. You lived past it. Can you see the power in that? Pain wanted to kill you, but it turned into a teacher instead. It did not mean to bury you. Instead, it built you. Since the deal is over, your enemies are no longer legally allowed to do the same bad things to you. What used to be able to get in through cracks can't now, because the door is locked and the seal is broken. Imagine trying to get through a gate with an old ticket. The scanner will not accept it, no matter how hard you try. That's what the enemy is now up against. They can show you old wounds. They might try to take you back in time. It should be okay, but the system won't let it. It's not true. It doesn't exist. The job is done. Now for the important news. The contract is no longer valid. It's not going to be like the past for you. They couldn't go through the same pain again, even if they wanted to. The way in is blocked. The keys aren't there. The locks have been changed. You've already paid the price, done your time, and been through the trial. You have nothing left for pain to take from you. The chains that used to be strong in your life don't hold any weight anymore. They're just decorations that don't do anything. In that case, what if your mind tries to trick you with fear again? What if I get hurt the same way? Remember this truth. It can't. Not like before. You no longer have any rights to that kind of pain in your life. You're not only free, but also safe. And being immune is worth a lot. It means that the scars you have on your body are no longer cuts. They are no longer open. They've become harder. People who try to do the same harm should be warned about them. It means you now walk differently. You have a different view. You know when you're in danger before it does. You can feel betrayal coming before it happens. That's the wisdom you got by going through pain. It will last forever. Let this sink in, chosen one. You didn't just make it through the storm. Its lawsuit against you was dropped. You didn't just get out of a deal. It was torn up, burned, and the ashes were blown away. That's why you feel better. That's the reason you feel free you are. The enemy can scream in silence. It's okay for them to clench their teeth and wonder how their favorite weapon lost its edge. But that's no longer your problem. Their plan is out of date. Their deal doesn't work. They no longer have power. The agreement of your pain has ended for good, so you will never have to go through the same pain again. Third, you paid the price that broke the curse. People thought your pain was only for you, but you paid for many generations of pain. That's why, chosen one, your pain felt worse than everyone else's. You should not have had to carry all that weight. People don't just pass down names and customs. They make wounds spread. A normal life that hides old fights and chains. Being poor that doesn't go away. Broken relationships that happen every time. Kind of sickness that keeps coming back from one generation to the next. It has to be carried by someone until it breaks. You were that person. You were the one who broke the rule. So you should ask yourself, why do I feel like I'm being punished for things I never did? It's not like you were living your own story. You were the wall between the broken past and the free future. Because it wasn't just about you. The pain was worse. It was the last set of debts that your family had not paid. Family chains are meant to keep going until someone strong enough breaks them. In a relay race. What if each runner before you dropped the stick? Someone had to pick it up and finish it, so it kept moving forward. You got that stick in your hands. That's why the betrayals, breakdowns, and constant sadness didn't make sense. You were carrying more weight than you normally would have. And now for the win they can't take away. You made it. You carried what other people couldn't. You didn't break down when it hit you. We can no longer repeat the cycle because of that. The chains wore out. The curse was broken. Family pain has been signed off on and paid for in full through you. What will happen next? Your bitter taste will never be the same for those who come after you. Because you went down the hard road first, they will have a better time. You were fighting for more than just your own life. You were changing the whole history of your family. This is why your enemies hate you. Something they thought would never end was over because of you. What you went through was not a punishment. It was the down payment on a future that no one did before you. The debt is paid off. The curse is no longer in effect. You are free, chosen one. 4. You turned poison into strength that they can't use against you anymore. The poison was meant to kill you, but you drank it, turned it into fire, and now it works for you. Here is the truth, chosen one. You didn't just go through pain. You made it different. That's the reason it can't come back the same way. They would have left scars, weakness, and open wounds for the enemy to use later if they had just kept going. But what you did was not common. You turned the poison that was meant to kill you into fuel that can't be taken away. Have you ever asked yourself, why didn't the pain kill me? Because you did more than just stay alive. You changed how it was wired. If someone betrayed you, embarrassed you, or caused you to lose something, it only made you stronger. There was rot in your soul, but you burned it into wisdom. It broke because of that. That's why someone can trick you twice in a row. The fire that was meant to destroy you turned into the furnace that made you. Think about a blacksmith who takes broken metal and puts it in flames. It screams, bends, and melts. But it can't be broken once it comes out. That's you. You went through fire and came out changed. Because the tools they used against you have been taken apart and put back together in a new way. The enemy hates that. You are no longer on the same level as what hurt you, so it can't hurt you anymore. In that furnace, the old, weak version of you burned away. In places where you used to be weak, the upgraded version can't be hit. Take a better look at your scars. They are not signs of defeat. They show that you have power. Sleepless nights helped you understand. Being alone carved depth into your soul. Tears made it easier to see. Even shame turned into a wall that keeps out the things that used to hurt you. If your body already knows how to turn poison into medicine, it can't hurt you. That's why the enemy can't do anything now. Their old weapons no longer work. You can't be hurt by betrayal if you already know it's going to happen. They can't break you down with loss if you've already gotten stronger. You've already turned your shame into a sword, so they can't lock you up with it. You didn't just make it through. You changed the rules of the battle. Everything that comes after you now has to deal with the better version of you. The one shaped by fire that can't be touched or stopped. 5, they fired their last shot, but you're still standing. They put all of their money on you being killed. Their last shot went wide when they pulled the trigger. Picked. That's why it felt like a full-on war with no brakes, no air, and no kindness. It wasn't just in your head. It really wasn't a lie. It was true. Everything was set off at once by the enemy. There will be betrayals, losses, hidden traps, and attacks on your mind and body. They thought that if they put everything out there in one season, you'd break down for good. That's the reason it was so tough. It was their last big risk. There are only so many weapons that evil has. Have you ever asked yourself, why did it all come at me so hard and so fast? It uses things that work again. And a weapon's power goes away when it breaks. They piled up their sharpest weapons in the hopes that you would break under the weight. They didn't think you would make it. It wasn't planned for you to crawl through hell and make it out alive. You did, though. And that they made it through shows something they hate. They no longer have any weapons. The fire that was meant to bury you only showed how bad you are. Think about an army firing its last bullet, sure that it will end the war, only to see that the enemy is still standing. That's what took place with you. There was one last bullet, one last dart, one last strike that would have killed you, but you refused to die. That wasn't being weak. That was your never-ending spirit shining through. The big news is here. As long as you can handle their strongest attack, you don't need to worry about their weaker ones. If the worst things that could happen couldn't hurt you, then nothing else will. Their plan is now over. Their gun is empty. It has been shown that their power is not real. In their last shot, they tried to kill you, but all they could do was show that you can't be killed. They were going to bury you, but instead they showed you off. They showed how weak they were, and you showed how tough you were. They showed that they didn't have any weapons, and you showed that you couldn't be reached. That was their last shot, their last attack. You're still here, stronger, smarter, and unbeatable. 6. They can't touch you because you're too high up. Their fingers keep hitting the air because you're not where they left you when they reached out for you. Picked. You got stronger in more ways than one. It made you feel something. They can't reach you, use tricks on you, or attack you now that it moved you. So, even though you can't fully explain it, life feels different now. There may still be the same people around. There may still be the same traps, but they can't hurt you anymore. You're no longer on the battlefield, where they used to be strong. Did you notice that old temptations don't make you want to give in as much? How insults hit you, how betrayals that used to break you would barely register now. It's not luck. There's no chance in that. That is getting higher. You feel better now that you're alive, but they can't tune into that feeling. You've left the address where pain grows because you are weak. Picture a radio station that plays. You were tuned in when you were weak, broken, and didn't know how strong you were. Every dart hit you. Every cycle did it again. Your frequency changed when you kept going and made it through. You are no longer on that channel to broadcast. Their words now sound empty. Their tricks are easy to see. The archers can't hit you because you're not there anymore. Have you ever thought about why it used to hurt so much? That's because you are not the same person who could be hurt in that way. You're not hidden, you can't be touched. From above, you can see that they're still stuck below, shooting arrows into the sky. Survival didn't just keep you alive, it also helped you move up. That's why they lost their power. They're battling ghosts and shadows, and trying to get someone who doesn't live at their level to act out. This is what they don't understand. You got to a different place that they can't get to because of survival. They couldn't get in. The keys were lost. They didn't find you. Chosen one, be proud of this truth. They can't touch you because you're too high up. Allow them to scratch. Let them get angry. The only thing they're doing is getting tired from the air. You weren't just strong because you made it through. As a result, you were always in a winning mood. The seventh thing is that your spirit became stronger against their poison. The people who hurt you thought that you would never be strong again. But all they did was teach your soul how to fight back without even thinking about it. Chosen one, the bad thing that happened to you at the start hit you hard. It hit the cracks you didn't even know were there. It ripped open flaws you didn't even know you had. Because you couldn't fight it, it felt unbearable. Getting through it doesn't change anyone, though. The moment you stayed strong, your spirit reset. Things that used to hurt you no longer do. Things that were sneaky before now set off alarms. You are now immune. Have you paid attention to how quickly you can sense danger now? How betrayal is clear before the fake smile falls. That lies sound empty before they're over. That's more than just being scared. That's your defense stirred. Every wound you got taught you something. Every scar is a sign. Each night of terrible pain is a reprogramming. Being sick was caused by trauma, but the fact that you lived was the cure. Picture your body fighting off a bug that could kill you. You're not ready for the first hit, which almost kills you. Your body makes things to fight it after you get better. When that bug shows up again, your system gets rid of it before it can spread. That's your spirit now. What used to hurt you can't even scratch you now. But what if the same pain comes back? You might ask. It can't. Not the same way. You have already made resistance. You already know what the patterns are. The bad stuff is turned away by your soul before it even gets close. That's why the enemy is so angry. It's easy to guess what weapons they like best now. They are just old tricks that you can see coming a mile away. They used to feel like surprise attacks. The things that hurt you and broke you in the past are now what protect you. This is why you don't put up with the things you used to let slide. That's why you don't ignore signals that you did before. Your spirit built defenses against destruction, betrayal, and trickery. And that resistance will never go away. This is what the enemy really hates. Before they could surprise you. Now, every move seems obvious, awkward, and simple to guess. When they shoot an arrow, your spirit blocks it before it hits the ground. You didn't just get stronger by making it through. It made you immune for life. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. 8th, their most dangerous blow became a sign of your strength. They tried to kill you, but missed. By missing, they prove for all time that you can't be destroyed. You, the chosen one, will never be alone. The unseen world can't miss the mark it makes, like a seal. The attacks that were meant to kill you turned out to be proof that no one can hurt you. People will never look at you the same way again because of that. Darkness knows when it's not working. It leaves behind a strange kind of respect when it fails against someone like you. There is an invisible mark on your heart for every trap, betrayal, and close call. You can't claim this one. Have you noticed that life now acts differently toward you? You have a quiet power that you don't even try to use. It's clear to the enemy. Their weapons aren't good enough, not because they stopped aiming, but because they won't make it, because the mark of your survival turns them away before they land. You didn't just put up with it. You got a mark on you, and you can't get rid of that brand. Your certificate was put in the coffin. That should have been there for you. Think about a soldier who comes back from battle hurt but still alive. Even though their uniform is torn and they're hurt, that scar will become their badge. People know right away that they've lived through fire. That's you. Your story will never end. Even though it seemed like the end at one point, I'm still here. You might wonder if this means there won't be any more challenges. Not at all. They will come, but none of them will hit you as hard as this one. The most dangerous weapon has already failed. The enemy has already missed with their strongest attack. And after the worst fails, everything else seems smaller. Their last attempt became a permanent record of your spirit that never ends. That's why you walk differently now. You don't have to show how strong you are. You can already hear it in your survival. You have a seal on you that darkness can read right away. It says, untouchable. Let it settle in your spirit, chosen one. What was meant to kill you is now the sign of your strength. Their failure showed you what you could do. Their last weapon turned into your badge for life. That seal also means that no one will ever own, chain, or destroy you again. 9. You lived through the death sentence they gave you. Their guess was wrong because you got up and left after they dug your grave, carved your name, and wrote the ending. Chosen one, this isn't just about staying alive. They were wrong, this shows it. You lived through something that was meant to erase you. Because of the wounds you had, you should have been broken for life. You should no longer trust them after the betrayals. Those losses should have made you lose all motivation to keep going. It makes no sense at all that you should have gotten up again. But right now you are briefing, growing, and rising. Have you ever thought about why people see me differently now? Because the fact that you exist makes fun of what they expect. You proved that what they said, what they hinted, and their bets on your downfall were all wrong. You were supposed to be done. But you made the fact that you couldn't be finished into proof that you can't be finished. That you are still alive is the contradiction that keeps them up at night. Picture an explosion that destroys a building. Nothing is left standing, there is dust everywhere. Then, one person walks out of the rubble unharmed. That's you. They threw destruction after destruction, never stopping, sure that it would silence you for good. Instead, it showed that no one could touch you. People thought you were weak, but your strength changed everything. People thought your story ended when you broke down, but they could never see the parts of your spirit that were still alive. Even your enemy didn't think much of you. They thought impossible was enough to kill you. They failed. It's impossible now that you've shown it. What should have buried you became a home for your spirit that will never end. Now just being here with you is upsetting. People feel uneasy because you shouldn't be here and shouldn't be walking this tall. After effing, that's why you have a quiet power. It's not like you. You're the opposing force. You're the one who went through the impossible and came out the other side unchangeable. The big news is here. The darkness that tried to bury you before can't do it again. They've already used their best card. They had already shown off their best weapon. They failed. They tried to get you, but failed, so you will never be reached again. You must do more than just breathe to stay alive, chosen one. It shows defiance. It is victory. It's the stamp that says no one can touch you. If you're number 10, the universe hit you hard. They thought your pain would never end, but the highest court sealed the file so that no one can get again. Picked one. Your story wasn't forgotten. It kept track of every lie, every wrongdoing, and every night of tears. The world is still aware of pain. It keeps records, counts, and balances. That's why it seemed like your pain went on longer than it should have. The record was almost done. There had to be proof that what you went through was real. And once it was, the decision was made. The case is now closed for good. Have you ever thought about why it went on for so long? Because they had to show they had endurance. It was time to show strength. Your scars were used as evidence in a trial that you were not even aware of. But when the record was full, the universe said the sentence was over. While suffering always has an end date, freedom is always there. In human systems that aren't working right, cases can be reopened or put off, but universal law doesn't bend. When the gavel falls, the chains snap, and the decision is final. That's why you won't show that season again. The permission to destroy that was given has been taken away. The enemy can scream, scratch, and argue, but they can't show any proof. Just picture a thick case file that is stamped in bright red ink. Closed. Do not open again. That's your life now. Things that used to be legal have lost their power. What used to follow you can't get in now. The verdict is set in stone. The only verdict that matters is the one made by the universe. It also says you're free. Fear may say, "What if it happens again?" But remember that it can't. The most powerful person has already made up their mind. There is no loophole. Nothing can be done to change it. You're not just lucky. A judge's decision means you are free to walk. Chosen one. Your life isn't just a story. That's proof. You being here shows that the universe protects its strongest. You're not only free, but you were also right. You can go into the future with confidence because you know the truth, because the decision came from a power higher than any other. That time of year is over for good. 11th, you didn't just pass the test. You were crowned with fire. Exams end with grades. Crowns are used to end important ceremonies. And yours was made in fire. Picked. What you went through wasn't just a storm. There wasn't just bad luck or a cruel series of bad events. It was a beginning. The kind of passage that only strong people can make it through. Initiations change who you are, but tests only measure what you can do. Because of this, your pain felt so harsh, personal, and overwhelming. You weren't being checked out. You were being changed. There was something different about the pain you were feeling that made you wonder, why did my pain feel so targeted? So precise. You were stripped down to your very core so that every weakness could be used against you. Initiation is never nice. It burns away false ideas. Deep comforts are torn away by it. It puts you through fire until your endurance turns into strength. That is what took place. The fire that almost destroyed you was the most important fire. Think about hitting a sword on an anvil. It's not punishment that it's hot. Things are changing. That's you. Every night you couldn't sleep, every lie, and every breakdown was like a hammer, hitting you in the head and making you stronger. The big news is here. This initiation is only done once. You had to pay a one-time fee to walk through the furnace. You've already crossed the line, so you won't have to go back. You went through more than one season. It's not possible for normal strength to go where you just went. You now have a different view. You have a different view. You're strong because you paid the price that no one else was willing to pay. Your scars are no longer wounds. They're badges, which show that you've earned access that other people can only dream of. You weren't put to the test to prove anything. You were given the keys to become something. You can't be unmade because you've already become it. You were hurt more than once. It gave you a crown. Ashes don't turn back into power. There is no going back now that you have crossed the line and chosen one. You're not the same person you were before the fire. You are the crowned one, marked, lifted, and untouchable. Number 12, they went bankrupt trying to bury you. They gave up everything to destroy you, and now they're broke, angry, and have nothing left. Chosen one. This is why their attacks no longer hurt. It's not because they became nice all of a sudden. They're all used up. Every plan, scheme, and word they said against you took away their own life force. Darkness never gives its soldiers free money. It wants a trade. They thought they were getting power in exchange for your peace. But they were just ruining their own finances by trying to hurt someone who couldn't be hurt. Have you ever thought about why their attacks don't seem to be as strong as they used to be? The reason is that they were too tired to fight, not you. They worked hard and spent a lot of time trying to bring you down for years. They made plans, worked together, and twisted themselves into knots to get rid of you. But every time you kept going, their resources ran out even faster. Survival didn't just keep you alive, it also broke them down. They could never pay back the loans they took out to start their schemes. Imagine that your enemy army put everything it had into one last battle, sure that it would be that ended you. What's left of them is hungry, without weapons, and out of breath when the smoke clears. That's exactly what took place. It was because you kept rising that you took away the power they thought they had. They have to face a harsh truth now. They are not allowed to do what they did again. They're not strong enough. Because they had failed, their friendships broke down. The poison in their words was lost. It looks like their tricks are old, simple, and funny. They have nothing left to fuel another war, so they are spiritually empty and running on fumes. They chew on their own anger. Their survival turned into hunger. That's why the battle is over. This isn't because they no longer hate you. It's because they have nothing else to do. They have lost all of their weapons, all of their strength, and all of their time. Now they stand weaker. Let it sink in, chosen one, while you're stronger than ever. Your enemies didn't just outlive you. You wore them out. They are done and you are still standing. That's your win. 13. Your survival turned into their worst nightmare for life. It's not just that they tried to bury you. They remember not doing well, and the thought of it hurts them like rust does to metal. Chosen one, your enemies don't feel bad at what they did. They can't get over how things turned out. They keep thinking about the nights they planned, the traps they set, and how sure they were that you would not wake up this time. They thought they knew how your story would end, but now they feel ashamed instead of confident. The kind that holds on tight. Did you ever think? Do they still think about me? Yes, that's correct. Not with honor, but with pain. They will always remember the picture of you rising like a scar that won't heal. They keep remembering how bad they were every time your name is brought up or you show up. The sight of the person they couldn't kill standing tall scared people more than anything else. Imagine a hunter who fires every bullet into the dark. Sure, they hit their prey, only to see it hit their prey when the sun comes up. There you have it, your enemies. They think about how tough you were in dreams, in silence, and in conversations they can't finish. They feel bad because they know that their best wasn't good enough. This is why they are so hesitant now. At first glance, they may still talk cocky, but fear grips them deep down. don't want to waste any more time. They are afraid of having to prove what they already know, that you can't be broken. As soon as they thought about their last loss, they would not even dare to try again. That memory hurts you on its own. Staying alive is more important than any revenge you could ever think of. You don't have to go after them or fight back. Their own minds are the best thing that can help you. They live with the memory of their failure every day. They're stuck in replay mode, reminded that even their best efforts weren't enough. While you've mown, healed, and grown, that's their cage now. And now for the truth. They can't get away. The memory of you staying alive is a nightmare they will never wake up from. 14th, you're living off of the war they lost. People thought that surviving would break you, but now you're walking around with a crown made of the very fire that tried to erase you. Pick it. This part feels almost like it's not real. For a long time, survival was your daily routine. You fixed yourself up and got ready for the next hit. You lived in battle mode. That season is over, though. You can see the battlefield behind you. The never-ending cycle of recovery is over, and you've moved on to something much bigger, a big realization. Have you seen the difference? Scars that used to bleed are now signs of strength. The weight you used to drag is now proof that you were changed, not worse. You were never picked just to stay alive. You were picked to show. The breaking and crushing didn't bring you down. They were the first steps toward becoming untouchable. It's only temporary to get better. Realization lasts a lifetime. Think about a soldier who just got back from war. They don't move back into the same holes. The two don't fight all the time. They get respect, honor, and new jobs for making it through. That's you. The fireplace has already done its job. Because it crowned you, the fire can't hurt you the same way again. The answer to the question, will I ever face that same season again, is no. That battle was never meant to be your permanent home. By going through it, you got to the other side. The crown you wear now is not made of gold. Powerful, because it learned from the fire. You could feel how tough it was in your bones. It couldn't have been taught in a classroom. It can't be taken by enemies. You were crowned king or queen on the ground. That was supposed to be where you were buried. Now that it's over, your life itself is proof. Proof that the fire didn't work. Proof that damage turned into your show. It's not getting better with each step forward anymore. Something is being shown. The world will see how strong, bright, and powerful someone is who walked out of fire with a crown instead of being crushed. And you, the chosen one, know this. You are no longer going around old battlefields. You live in the war's spoils. That wasn't the aftermath of a loss. At this point, victory has been reached. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heaven. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.